be thinking about what call to action to include. So asking questions can certainly be a call to action. What do you think about this? Give your opinion about that. People love to do that and they love to respond, but you have to tell them specifically what you want them to respond to and get that conversation going. Share this in order to save this dog or whatever. So make sure that you're telling folks what you want them to do, especially encouraging shares, comments, and likes on Facebook. Does two things. One, it definitely gets the conversation going, but two, it takes very clear advantage of Facebook's edge rank. So if you don't know what edge rank is, this is basically Facebook's algorithm to decide what's going to show in the news feed and what's not. And one of the biggest things in there is really how much engagement you're getting, which boils down to likes, comments, and shares in its most basic form. So if you can get more of those three things, your stuff's going to be seen more. So if you can encourage people to do them, then you're going to have a much more engaging post on your hands. Next, share this if you agree, share this if you think that guy should have run off the road because he was an a-hole, whatever it is. Get people talking, get them to kind of show their support of whatever it is through doing these Facebook actions like commenting and sharing. Click here in order to blah, blah, blah. If you're going to put out a link and you want people to click on it, tell them why. Don't just slap a link in there, but say, hey, click on this link to see the video, or click on this link to read the story about whatever, or to see the quote from the mayor, or tell them why they're clicking on it and what they're going to get when they do, so that they know what they're going to get and really encourage them to do what you want them to. Watch live if you're going to tweet, just a link to something, explain again what they're going to get when they get there. Read this link in order to find something out. Click like if you're going to watch The Voice, you're going to do whatever. Again, just really thinking through what you want them to do and why. Including a link, photo, or video on Facebook. So Facebook tells us if you add a photo, you're going to get 150% more likes and 65% more comments. And it makes a lot of sense. I mean, obviously, if you think about yourself streaming through your news feed, you're kind of blowing past the stuff that's just words, and you're looking at the pictures. This is what we do naturally as people. So if you're putting out really great pictures, that's going to really resonate well on Facebook. So make sure you're really thoughtful about adding photos and then adding those links too, because obviously if there's no link, nobody's going to click on it, so that's not really going to help your Facebook traffic out very much. And then hashtags. So make sure that you are thinking about hashtags, that you are encouraging your staff to use them. You can join the conversation through pre-existing hashtags, work with emergency management in your town or whomever it is, and come up with hashtags that everyone's going to use so that the conversation exists in a certain location. This was a story, KKTV, who covered the Colorado wildfires earlier this year. There was a whole spat amongst the fire department and the emergency management over what the hashtag was going to be. Literally, one of them was calling it one thing, the other was calling it another. It was a whole pain. So the news stations basically ended up using both hashtags for a while because no one could decide what it was going to be. But work with your emergency management, decide what the hashtag is going to be, promote that particular hashtag, and make sure that wherever the conversation is happening, that you're a part of it. And you can use the broadcast to promote